Hi guys, it's Kyle. What I'm going to talk about today is the Netflix show, The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. My eye is stinging, and it has been all weekend, so I'm going to wear these sunglasses and just hope that I'm sort of pointed in the direction of the camera. After I'm done talking about my feelings on the show and kind of what general rating I give it, I'm going to talk about the differences between that and the comic book. Chilling Adventures of Sabrina is a pretty good show. It is a dark twist on Sabrina the Teenage Witch, and it's a companion series to Riverdale, which I haven't seen, but it doesn't really play into this series all that much. What I really like about this show is the darkness of it, the drama of it, the things I normally like in a dramatic TV show. What I don't like about it are the constant weird blurry edges that they use. Like at first you might not even notice it, but when you do notice it, every time it's like, why are the edges so blurry? And then I guess the only other thing that's slightly problematic is there's an episode, I don't want to spoil it too much, but they go to a witch court, and that just reminded me of that episode of American Dad where the Antichrist is like the Riddler or something.
Condemn them, mother, for they know exactly what they do!
I'm sorry, what does that mean?
You know, it's the opposite of forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do.
There's like 2 episodes that are kind of a miss for me. I enjoyed the other 8 episodes out of the 10 episode season though. I'm honestly surprised what they were able to do with this show, considering that they changed it a lot from the source material. The comic book, it's super dark, and this is decidedly less dark than that. I think it's a good version of it for TV, and honestly, there's only like 7 issues of the comic book, so they did have to change some stuff. I'm gonna give Chilling Sabrina season 1 a 7 out of 10, and if you guys want to check it out, it's on Netflix, so I definitely recommend it. It's well worth the time. Now I'm going to talk about the differences between the show and the comic book. It's very different to Sabrina the Teenage Witch, the TV show from the 90s, so I'm just going to talk about the comic book. The comic book came out in 2014, and it was only like 7 issues or something like that, and so obviously I was a little bit nervous when they announced 2 10-episode seasons of a TV show on Netflix. Basically, they just changed like everything. It's still got the same writer attached to it, kind of like the way they're doing a series of unfortunate events. In some places, it doesn't go into as much detail. Like, it doesn't tell anything about Salem's past, and Ambrose doesn't have any familiars, and Hilda and Zelda are completely changed. That's a big deal. I think they're nicer, although Zelda doesn't seem to be at first. Hilda's British for some reason. That one's really confusing still. They're just different. They're different characters, but I think they're better characters. Honestly, they do change some stuff, but I feel like it has the same core ideas behind it, like Sabrina turning down the dark baptism and her trying to revive someone from the dead. I can't remember if her friends were in the comic book. I just don't remember them, if they are. Edward is left completely out. They've just kind of changed and rearranged things. I think it's a good adjustment for a TV show. It's way less dark than the comic book. I think comic fans will enjoy this because it's still got the same basic idea behind the story, and it's definitely something to watch alongside reading the comic book, because if you know the comic book, you know some of what to expect, and you're maybe surprised by other changes. And so I definitely recommend Chilling Sabrina. Go check it out. It's on Netflix. I'm sorry that I'm not looking at the camera probably. Bye, McCordians.